That Coca-Cola machine. Shoot the lock off it. There may be some change.
You don't get the President of the United States on that phone, you know what's gonna happen?
What?
You're gonna have to answer to the Coca-Cola company.
What the fuck? Welcome back for another movie reaction, and today we'll be watching Dr. Strangelove and How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Sorry, it's a long title and I couldn't remember it. Directed by Stanley Kubrick. What I do know about this movie, it's in black and white, and there's some mad scientists on the cover. That's it. So let's get into this. Before we begin, I do want to remind you that you can vote on what I watch, see full-length reactions, and get early YouTube edits on my Patreon through the link in the description. If not, just make sure you subscribe or leave a thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy it. It really helps my channel reach a wider audience, and I greatly appreciate it. But now, it's time for the show. Let's go. They opened up by telling us that the stuff happening in this movie can be prevented. Also, it's some scary shit.
The Soviet Union had been at work what was darkly hinted to be a doomsday device. What they were building, no one could say.
So Russia's testing nukes. In case someone is watching this years from now, or a decade from now, about 2 weeks ago Russia just invaded Ukraine and Putin was having a little bit of nuke talk. So what timing to watch this? Weird to have the credits like this on a major movie. This is like a little kid drew it.
Afraid this is not an exercise.
Not an exercise, huh?
My orders are for this base to be sealed tight. Transmit plan R. All privately owned radios to be immediately impounded.
Taking that nuclear threat seriously. All hands on deck. Limit the amount of sabotaging that can happen.
Each B-52 can deliver a nuclear bomb load of 16 times the explosive force of all the bombs used in World War II.
It's fucking nuts. Concentrated firepower is hellish. That's the best word to describe it. What's more concentrated than a nuke?
I just got a message from base and he called his wing attack for an hour.
Damn, so that's how they was messages? Codes like that, and the code would tell you the game plan?
Is it possible this is some kind of loyalty test?
Nobody ever got the go code yet. This is it. Nuclear combat toe-to-toe with the Ruskies.
Oh my god, he got his cowboy hat on. And it just accepted that this shit is really happening. And I noticed that young James Earl Jones right there.
I'd say that you're all in line for some important promotions, regardless of your race, color, or your creed.
I've definitely heard this music before. It's from Dr. Strangelove. I've heard it countless times. And it was like a going to war.
Hey, Colonel Puntridge calling.
Find out what he wants.
The thing is, the general is in the powder room right now. Could you tell me what it's about?
No, I cannot.
Tell him to call base commander, Ripper.
All communications are dead.
Ball.
He says he's tried personally several times. Everything is dead.
Will you just answer the damn phone?
I want to impress upon you the need for extreme watchfulness. The enemy may come individually. He may even come in the uniform of our own troops.
That guy who's saying all that stuff over the intercom too, his voice is kind of suited for giving bad news. You hear on the old guides to surviving a nuke and stuff like that they would show in schools.
30 megaton nuclear device at 10,000 feet. 20 megaton nuclear device will be used if first malfunction.
So they already had the nuke ready to go?
I think those fellas in the Pentagon have given us some sort of exercise.
Group Captain, the planes are not going to be recalled. My attack orders have been issued and the orders stand.
I hope this isn't a fucking test. That'd be horrible. Like he said, they're 20 minutes from Russian airspace.
It is my clear duty, under the present circumstances, to issue the recall code and bring back the wing.
That's why he locked the door, because he knew that he didn't understand that this was actually happening.
War is too important to be left to politicians. They have neither the time, the training. I can no longer sit back and allow communist infiltration.
He's letting... Wait, so he can call the planes back? He wants to do this shit. That's what I'm getting from this.
General Jack Ripper issued an order to the 34 B-52s as part of a special exercise we were holding called Operation Drop.
Wait a minute, so they don't even know what's going on?
Plan R?
Plan R is an emergency war plan. A lower echelon commander may order nuke retaliation after a sneak attack.
That's what the guy said on the plane too. He said R only gets executed if a city like Washington or something is already attacked.
General Ripper cut off all communication.
Where did you get all this information?
General Ripper called. I have a portion of the transcript of that conversation.
Read it.
I want to know what the fuck he said too.
General Turgidson, when you instituted the human reliability tests, you assured me there was no possibility of such a thing occurring.
Right, even if there is something in place, if you have a plan for someone to take nuclear action after the president dies, then something should be in place to make sure the president is actually dead.
Any force trying to enter there would certainly encounter very heavy casualties.
With all due respect, my boys can brush them aside without too much trouble.
Oh, shit. Gotta attack our own base. This Ripper guy knew all this was gonna happen. That's why he told his guys to shoot at anyone.
If we were to immediately launch an all-out attack, we'd stand a damn good chance of catching them with their pants down. We got a 5-to-1 missile superiority as it is.
Oh, so you're in on this shit too?
Destroy 90% of their nuclear capabilities. Prevail and suffer only modest and acceptable civilian casualties from...
I'm sure there's people like that actually exist.
Have them brought down here straight away. Yes, sir.
Russian ambassador you're talking about?
Yes, it is, General.
Are you aware of what a serious breach of security that would be? You'll see the big board.
What would you do if you were the Russian ambassador and you heard about all this shit? Fuck if it was an accident, if it was one guy or not. We're about to be nuked.
I think they're trying the number.
This clumsy fool tried to plant that camera on me.
Why did that was a little silly encounter.
I think he's drunk.
Hello, Dimitri. Suppose you could turn the music down just a little. Good. It's good that you're fine then, and I'm...
Man, he does not want to tell him. You got to tell a drunk Russian president that you're about to fucking accidentally nuke him?
One of our commanders ordered his planes to attack your country. Well, let me finish, Dimitri. How do you think I feel about it?
Dimitri's not trying to hear that shit.
If we're unable to recall the planes, I'd say that we're just gonna have to help you destroy them, Dimitri. I know they're our boys.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're our fucking boys. Like, we don't want to bomb you guys.
You're sorrier than I am, but I am sorry as well. I am as sorry as you are. Don't say that you're more sorry than...
These are world leaders talking on the phone about something serious.
Stow.
What's happened?
The Doomsday Machine.
What is that?
The device will destroy all life on Earth.
A doomsday machine? That sounds like something Dr. Evil would have.
Have you ever heard of a thing called fluoridation of water?
Yes, I have heard of that, Jack, yes.
Well, do you know what it is?
Let's hear your theories on this, please.
Come over here and help me with this belt.
Only ever pressed a button. Oh, dear.
Come over here. The redcoats are coming. Come on.
The redcoats are coming? Man, this dude is fucking snapped.
Your country was working along similar lines.
Dr. Strangelove, do we have anything like that in the works?
A moment, please, Mr. President.
We finally get the titular character introduced, and he's been at the table the whole time? The fuck?
How can it be triggered automatically?
They are connected to a gigantic complex of computers. A specific and clearly...
This is the first guy in this movie so far that feels like he knows what he's talking about.
Whole point of the Doomsday Machine is lost if you keep it a secret.
It was to be announced at the party congress on Monday.
Right, that's actually a great deterrent. Let people know you have it. Like, dude, if you nuke us, this automatic shit will ruin the world. But North Korea, Russia, I feel like they would have like an announcement for like some crazy doomsday machine.
Women sense my power. They seek the life essence. I do not avoid women, Mandrake, but I do deny them my essence.
Yes.
This guy's just trying to stay alive. He is not trying to say the wrong thing and have that gun be turned on to him. Thank goodness they're surrendering.
Those clowns outside are going to give me a pretty good going over in a few minutes.
We have quite a point there, Jack.
I don't know how well I could stand up under torture.
So he's gonna kill himself. He's telling you he's gonna kill himself, my guy. Keep every gun out of this man's hand.
I happen to believe in a life after this one. I know I'll have to answer what I've done. I think I can.
Of course you can. You can.
And I'll be like, hey, man, if you kill yourself, you can't go to heaven. I know that's your whole thing.
Now, supposing I play a little guessing game with you, Jack Boy. I'll try and guess what the code is.
Coward to the very fucking end.
Range 10 miles, 4 miles.
Oh, shit.
Missile detonated. Start lever to cut off. Cut off.
I had no choice. Damn.
Transfer switches.
It's still up. Some great pilots, unfortunately. Damn, they knew exactly what to do.
Your hands up on top of your head.
Don't you know that General Ripper went as mad as a bloody March hare?
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about.
He doesn't even know why he's there.
This height, why they might harpoon us, but they ain't gonna spot us on no radars.
How the hell are you supposed to drop it? You're gonna have to pull back up and then...
I am executive officer. There's a telephone box over there. A line may be open.
You want to talk to the President of the United States?
I don't want to talk to him, Colonel.
He wants to talk to me.
No, I'm perfectly serious, operator. The President. I'm sorry, I haven't got enough change. Could you make this a collect call, operator?
Call the President, collect call.
That Coca-Cola machine. Shoot the lock off it. There may be some change.
You don't get the President of the United States on that phone. You know what's going to happen?
What?
You're going to have to answer to the Coca-Cola company.
What the fuck?
Reported destroyed by enemy action.
Excuse me, sir. Premier Kissoff's calling again, and he's hopping mad.
Oh, yeah, they thought they were shot down, but they're off the radar. That's what it is. Damn, they think they... Oh, no, they don't know.
He says their air defense now only claims 3 aircraft confirmed.
Supposing Kissoff is lying about that 4th plane.
We'll start listening to this crazy-ass guy now.
Can I give you just one word of advice, Dimitri? Put everything you've got into those sectors and you can't miss.
Russian president's pissed. We haven't heard any word from him. We haven't heard what his voice sounds like. But he's showing a lot of restraint. That's all I'm going to say.
We'll be lucky to reach weathership at Tango Delta.
We ain't come this far just to dump this thing in the drink. What's the nearest target opportunity?
A whole bunch of fucking cowboys. From the plane that's dropping the actual bomb to the guy in the war room.
You can barrel that baby in so low. I mean,
Has he got a chance?
Chill on the underhanded comments and the Tommy shit and realize what's about to happen.
Check bomb door circuits 1 through 4.
No way. He did all that shit and the bomb door bay won't open? Shit.
Operate manual override.
The Teleflex drive cable must be sheared away.
Fire the explosive bolts.
That music, with that music playing, something's gotta happen. They gotta fly right into the fucking base or wherever they're trying to go. Is he gonna ride the missile? I've seen pictures of someone with a cowboy hat on riding a missile. Is he gonna ride this shit? He is. I mean, he has to. Look how he's sitting on it. Oh my God. Just like the song that's parodied with a person riding a missile and they've got a cowboy hat on. I'm pretty sure it came from this shit right here.
Got computed to orange.
Target distance 7 miles.
It's just gonna drop and he's just gonna be on it. I mean, it's not funny though. That means we know the bomb goes off. I knew it.
Hey, what about Major?
What the fuck?
Radioactivity would never penetrate a mine thousands of feet deep.
How long would you have to stay down there?
Well, that's,
What the fuck? It actually happened.
I would hate to have to decide who goes down.
And the computer could set and program to accept factors from youth, sexual fertility.
My God, you're building a whole new world.
Government and military men be included.
Oh my God, what is he doing? Stop.
When they go down into the mine, everyone will still be alive. Bold curiosity for the adventure ahead.
This guy. How do you have a tick when you that you can't stop saluting? The Nazi salute, whatever it's called.
The women will have to be selected for their sexual characteristics, stimulating nature.
You have an astonishingly good idea there, Doctor.
So 10 fertile, young, attractive women for every guy. And they're like foaming over the mouth at this idea, not even comprehending or processing what the fuck just happened. What kind of movie is this?
In Soviet expansion, we must be on the alert to prevent them. We must not allow a mine shaft gap. Sir!
A mine shaft gap after this dude talked about a fucking doomsday gap?
I can
walk! Now we gotta watch a whole bunch of nukes just go off. Are these real tests? Stanley Kubrick, man, what the hell? What kind of movie was that? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Dr. Strangelove. I feel like this was a comedy. This was definitely a comedy movie. A disaster for sure. A lot of silly shit going on for a serious situation. But that's a lot of stuff. I mean, look at these TV shows, murder mystery, where you're dealing with like a serial killer or something and they're still making lighthearted jokes and shit, like a USA show. So it's not like anything I haven't seen before. The fact that it ended with pure destruction, I didn't see that coming, that the doomsday device actually went off. But then the guy was taking pictures, so the Russian ambassador was still clearly, he wanted pictures of the big board still. And if you're gonna have a doomsday device, how do you not have a fail-safe? It's just automatic, no matter what, no question. I guess they don't want someone to stop it, whoever bombed them, and then to turn off the fail-safe. They don't want that to be a possibility. But look what happened with us. Look with our Robin top secret protocol. We completely fucked everything, not them. Do you think if Ripper would have known that they had a doomsday device, like they had the conference that they were going to give Monday and say they had this thing, if he still would have went through with it because he knew it would have been the end of the world? Probably. Dude's fucking nuts. It should never be up to one person to decide that many lives. Unfortunately, during war, people are put in those positions, but for a low-ranking general that wasn't supposed to make that call, as much as I would hate the president or whoever the leader of the country is, for this guy to be able to actually do it and pull it off and in the world, it's fucked. Would fit in the line of humanity just fucking up at every turn and just can't do anything right. Organized, military, code, chains of command, processes, fail safes. We still would find a way to fuck it up, of course. It's definitely relevant to what's going on in the world today. Everyone does nuclear talk. Russia mainly because of what's going on right now in the Ukraine. I didn't know that that's what this movie was about going into it. I just saw Dr. Strangelove was on a lot of people's lists. I was watching a movie and someone had Dr. Strangelove poster on the wall, and I just kept seeing it everywhere. So I'm like, you know what? And it's Stanley Kubrick, so I thought I'd give it a chance. Art imitates life. Still, after all this time. I don't know what year this movie was released, but it doesn't matter. It's 2022 right now, and it's still relevant. Can't talk about this without mentioning that iconic war theme. It's probably going to be muted because with A Clockwork Orange and 2001: A Space Odyssey, I got copyright strikes because of the audio, so I'm gonna probably have to mute it. I'm sorry, but you guys know what it sounds like. Didn't know it came from this movie, and it's been the war cry for damn near everything from Looney Tunes to Simpsons to regular war movies. So this fits in the vein of the other movies of him having iconic audio. Extremely memorable, extremely catchy, and it fits into the theme of the movie. Stanley Kubrick seems like a very smart person, especially after 2001: A Space Odyssey. When I saw how that was shot and the way they decided to go with the story, I thought this is someone that's very smart. This is someone that is thinking outside of the box, thinking about the creation of man. To put it visually, it can't be easy. So when he makes a movie like this that makes politicians and military generals and stuff seem so aloof, very capable of dropping the ball and not being able to control their emotions and being silly, like we got the 5-star general wrestling with the Russian ambassador in the war room. That may be a reflection of how Stanley Kubrick sees most politicians in the world. And the Russian president was drunk when we called him. Of course, we don't drop nukes through planes. If it was to happen now, it'd be, I'm pretty sure, ground to air, so we wouldn't have to worry about calling someone back. I think there's like a 2-key turn system. And like I said at the beginning of the movie, the Air Force has assured you that even this situation back then, it wouldn't have been able to happen. I thought it was talking about fail-safes against nuclear attacks, counter system or a defense system. They're talking about no. A guy can't fuck up on our behalf like they did in this movie. Not us defending someone else attacking us. And for a movie to be called Dr. Strangelove, the guy was barely in it. But the few moments he was in it, he kind of, especially the last few minutes, he took control of the movie. He was basically describing what humanity was going to have to do now that this thing went off. So of course, all eyes are going to be on him. And he has some type of medical issue. I don't know. His arm keeps twitching. He can't stop hailing Hitler. He kept calling the president Mein Führer. And he was saying all the things that, you know, would make the guys in the military room want to go ahead with this. You know, 10 beautiful women for every guy. And we're going to have to emphasize baby making. And we're going to have to make them attractive because we're going to have to want to make the babies. And He let them know that a doomsday device was actually a very real thing, and he gave them the idea for the mines. Dr. Strangelove is gonna kind of be a very important part of the new world that's gonna take place. This was a weird fucking movie. Ripper, you're an asshole. We tried as much as we can. We tried to shoot the plane down. We tried to help him shoot the plane down. Our pilots are too skilled. The bomb bay doors wasn't open, and the guy sat on it, and he mechanically fixed it to make sure and rode the motherfucker all the way to the bottom. It was a sad ending, but it didn't seem that way. How does it get worse than that? It's just got my brain going, like my gears. I'm just thinking of not necessarily how realistic this would be if the situation were to happen, but how aloof people are and how quick they would just be to accept, like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to be in mines and shit like that. I could see people doing that. I gotta watch this again. That's what it is. I have to watch it again. You know, you can go online and you can read what Kubrick really meant or thought, but I like to get what people get from it from watching it. If anything stood out to you in this movie or there was anything I might have missed, please tell me about it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching my reaction. All I ask is that you leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can also vote on what I watch, see full-length reactions, and get early YouTube edits on my Patreon through the link in the description. You guys are the best. We're a family. You know that. That's it for me. Until next time, spread peace and love. I'm out.